It is Thursday, February 4th. This is Michael Sussman bringing you the newest edition of Two Putters and a Louisville Slugger. Joining me tonight, as always, is one of our co-hosts, Austin Florence. Austin, how you doing tonight?
Doing well, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing okay, doing okay. And our other co-host is with us as well, Cade Burgess. Cade, what's up?
Not much, man.
All right, so we're gonna start off tonight's episode talking a little bit of WVU basketball. The Mountaineers beat Iowa State 76-72 the other night. Iowa State is winless in Big 12 play, so a shaky win for the Mountaineers. They didn't look great. Kate, I'll start with you. What were your impressions of the game?
Well, pretty much we weren't the third team Iowa State's beat this year. That's the only good thing that came out of that game.
Yeah, I thought so too. Not very impressive in this one. What's it going to take for the Mountaineers to get rolling here at this point in the season? Because they're going to need to. A lot of tough teams on the schedule at this point.
I mean, Huggins said it best. He pretty much said it comes down to effort. We just look like we're like flat soda out there. We don't have any life.
So what's it going to take to get the fizz back?
Uh, I guess just run them until they puke at practice.
I mean, that could work. I don't know. You usually don't hear about Bob Huggins' teams not playing hard. A-Flo, I'm going to you now. What's up with the Mountaineers? What's it going to take for them to get going?
I mean, we clearly have to shoot better. Even McBride was just not putting anything in the bucket in that last game, and it was ugly. It was a scrappy game for both teams, but we did have a pretty decent lead. We just let them get back in it, and we had a ton of turnovers. Late first half and second half. So we got to control the ball better and shoot better. And,
The
I mean,
tempo. We just haven't been
control
controlling it.
that
Control
tempo.
the
Yeah,
tempo
yeah, yeah.
of the game. That's one. That's
Play.
one for the episode. Um, is there a chance that any West Virginia basketball team ever is going to be able to shoot the ball well, or at least consistently? I mean, it just doesn't seem like that's ever
Yeah.
the case. It's a typical Bob Huggins team, but just in this particular season, post Sheboy transferring, I don't know if it's enough to make a run in the postseason, at least the way that they've looked recently. We got the Kansas Jayhawks this Saturday, an opportunity to springboard things late in the season. Cade, do you think that the Mountaineers are going to come out well against the Jayhawks and try to make this thing a ball game?
I mean, I'm sure it'll be a ball game, but I mean, Mountaineer basketball has always been ugly. So I mean, I don't expect us to go out and shoot above 50% or handle the ball well. I think we just got to make Kansas play down to us. So is how I think we got to play. If we could just make them play uglier.
Jalen Bridges has looked rough the last couple games. What do you think about him as a player?
I mean, he usually can knock down some shots. He just got to keep doing that. I mean, he's not a great defender, but I mean, he's only a redshirt freshman, so he can grow into something big. But I don't know. When it comes down to the end of the game, he's never in because he's just a bad defender.
Yeah, ultimately, I
Yeah,
guess.
he's a young player. He has a lot of development to do, but as far as shooting and scoring, he's been all right.
Mm-hmm.
I think he just needs a little more floor time to get some more experience, and I think he could
He's been
even be a
starting,
threat.
hasn't he?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Um,
Over
maybe not. Could be wrong, but
we're Bonehead
he's
Emmett.
Yeah, and that's why I asked because
yeah.
we need somebody to step up as an X factor at this point in the
Yeah,
season,
yeah, I
and I
agree with
think
that.
maybe Jalen Bridges could be that guy. But Sherman and McNeil, especially McNeil, really needs to be much more consistent. Taz had 18 points last night, played great. But Sean McNeil's kind of been hot cold for a majority of the year. If he can allow West Virginia to stretch the floor on a consistent basis by knocking down shots, they're just a different team. But the
Yeah.
Mountaineers, I think they're going to struggle on Saturday. A lot of bad signs. They still haven't figured it out at this point in the season. In February, you'd like to see them be playing a lot better than they are right now. But who knows? Maybe this is where they turn it around. This is where last year they won 3 straight games at the end of the season, and then everything got canceled. So Who knows? I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
this is go time.
I mean, we play 6 ranked teams in a row.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn a lot. How many of those do you think the West Virginia really needs to win to be feeling good about themselves and going into the tournament?
At least 3. And one of them's got to be Baylor.
I think so too. Because Baylor, that would be the type of thing that could really change the whole complexion of the season.
Yeah.
If you knock off a team like Baylor that hasn't even lost yet.
Because if we beat 3 of those teams and one of them Baylor, and then we maybe let 2 slide, we're looking at maybe a 3 seed.
I think
if we play well in the big tournament.
Yeah, if West Virginia gets 3 out of 6, I think we're looking at about a 3 or a 4 seed. Let me rephrase that. How many do you think they're going to win? Not how many do they need to win?
The Kansas game's at home, right? Yeah, it is. I think we get that one. I think we beat Baylor once because they got to travel to Morgantown, play a game, travel back to Waco, play another one.
Seems silly, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I think we get one of those
just
because I think they'll be exhausted. And is one of them's Texas Tech. I don't know if we beat them again.
Yeah, it took everything to beat Texas Tech last time.
Yeah, and then one is Oklahoma.
You got Oklahoma one more time.
Yeah, that's a revenge game in Morgantown. We're getting that one.
And talk about a revenge game at Texas too.
Yeah, I don't know if we're getting that one.
Better come out with a vengeance in that one.
Yeah, but we're gonna beat Oklahoma at home. So I'm saying I think we realistically will win 3 of them.
All right, Austin, WVU 6 ranked teams coming up. How many do you think they win?
Oh, I mean, I agree. I think we have to win at least 3, but I think we can do it. We just got to get our shit together. But if we're playing the way we are now, we win 2 of the ranked games.
I don't even know if that's a stretch.
Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we do have the ability to make teams play with us in our poor play, but I don't know. I mean, we got to shoot the ball and move the ball better, or it's just going to be ugly.
It really is. The Mountaineers, they either win ugly or they lose ugly. Maybe once or twice a season.
You're never happy as a West Virginia fan.
No. You either kind of struggle through it and you find a way to come out with a win, or you're just mad for 2 hours. But it is what it is. Let's go Mountaineers. Taking on the Jayhawks. We'll see what happens on Saturday. You guys want to go ahead and start talking about the big game?
Yeah, let's talk about what happens Sunday.
This Sunday, the Super Bowl, baby. Clash for the ages, Super Bowl 55, Chiefs versus the Buccaneers, Patty Mahomes versus the greatest of all time. To me, this is
yes, sir.
A hype standpoint, probably the best Super Bowl that we've been alive for, as far as a storyline leading up to it.
Yeah, this could be the passing of the torch potentially.
It could be.
Chiefs are favored by 3. I think whoever wins is going to win by more than 3. I got the Bucs still. I said that last time. I still think the Bucs are winning.
All right, so you're diving right into the prediction off the bat here. What do you think gives the Bucs the edge?
Tom Brady's not going to turn the ball over.
That's it.
Interesting.
And if he doesn't turn the ball over, the Bucs are winning, I think, hands down.
So he just out-Brady's them the whole game?
Yeah, dink and dunk.
Nickels and dimes, finds his weapons, and comes away with it.
Yep, AB will be healthy.
Levante David's going to be back. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, but I think they can scheme around that. Like, they'll just dink and dunk. Like, I mean, you're not going to get to Brady in a second.
I don't know. I mean, to dink and dunk, you need a little bit of time.
Not necessarily. You can tight end screens, wide receiver screens, running back screens.
Yeah, he's got to drop back.
Go not in the gun.
Progression, and then
Not in the gun.
I mean, he's at least got to have his running back get out in the flat before he can throw it.
Yeah, that's like a second and a half.
All right. If you think it's going to be all screens, then
It's not all going to
maybe.
be that. It's not all because they're gonna end up adjusting and take the pressure off and worry about those guys, and then they'll be able to air it out.
Is there going to be a Scotty Miller touchdown? That's all I want to know.
But yes, definitely.
You think so?
I think so.
It will be in the same fashion against the Packers.
Tom Brady's going to put one on him. I don't know if he catches it. Let's see. It's on Scotty Miller to catch it. He did last time. But Tom
will definitely put one on him. Yeah,
Tom's going to get him one.
Yeah.
Are you guys thinking it's going to be a shootout? Because I don't remember a Super Bowl with this many offensive weapons on the field. There's got to be a lot of points, doesn't there?
Yeah, the over-under is 56. I definitely take the over. 100% more than 56 points getting scored.
I think so, too. This is exciting.
I think both teams will score like 5 apiece at least.
Because who do you double team? Either way. I don't think you can. I don't
Both
think
sides,
either
you
team
can.
can double team anybody. I mean, maybe Tyreek Hill over the top. If you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you might have to. But you can't do anything with Travis Kelce. I don't think the Chiefs can double anybody for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because who do you leave on it? I mean,
the Bucs have more weapons. The Chiefs have better weapons.
I agree with that. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. And, I mean, if Tom Brady, goes back to his last MVP season, then the Bucs have better weapons too.
Yeah.
If he just doesn't miss a throw.
That's well within his capability. They got to keep him upright. Yeah. That's usually what it comes down to with
keep
Tom
the jersey
Brady.
Clean.
That's true with any quarterback, but I think Tom Brady in big games, if he stays upright, he's going to crush you. But if
for a quarterback – go ahead, sorry.
If you hit him, you got a chance, though.
For a quarterback who ran a plus 540 at the age of 23, you got to be able to keep him off the ground.
He's 43 years old, in the Super Bowl. At 43, what do you think you guys are going to be doing in your life?
Ripping cigs.
Yeah.
Doing construction work.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
I don't know. Golfing.
Just like Blake Bortles, ripping cigs and working construction.
Complaining about how much my body hurts.
Yeah. And that's what most people do, not him.
Yeah.
He is not equal to other humans. So
no, he's pliable. It's because he kisses Antonio Brown on the lips every night before he goes to bed, just like his kids.
He takes the youth from his son whenever he does that. That's how he gets his powers.
And he transfers some of it back to Antonio Brown too when he's sleeping on his couch.
That must be what it is. Something like that. I don't know. It's unbelievable. But he's back in the big game. Timmy Brady. I have the first memories that I have of watching football were Tom Brady in the Super Bowl against the Eagles. And that was in 2004, something like that.
Yeah, if he wins, well, I think it's 19 seasons between his first championship and this game. So when was his first? I guess it was 2002 was his first one. I don't know who he played.
I think it was the Raiders, wasn't it?
Not sure.
Or the Rams.
Couldn't tell you.
It was either the Rams or the Raiders. I think those were the first two.
I think it was the Rams, actually.
Either way, I'm going to go ahead and give my pick here. I think it's Patrick Mahomes' day. I think this is the second in 3 consecutive championships for the Kansas City Chiefs dynasty, and they just keep that thing rolling. Tyreek Hill is unstoppable. I think he goes for about 160 receiving. They might even run a couple little jet sweeps, get him involved in the run game. I think he's the one guy in this game, aside from the quarterback position, that's just unstoppable, in my opinion. Can't do anything about him. So I got
Forget about Travis Kelce.
I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah. Well, he's pretty unstoppable too. You're right. To be fair, different type of unstoppable though.
Yeah.
So I've got the Kansas City Chiefs 38-25. I think they pull away a little bit in the second half, win this one comfortably. You already gave your prediction, Cade. A-Flo, what's going to go down?
I'm with you, Mike. I've got the Chiefs, the reigning champs. I don't know. Even with that stout defense, Mahomes and that Chiefs offense have just shown us over and over again that they can just make big plays when it matters. I think they pull it out. I don't think they're going to win comfortably, but I think they're going to do it. And Cade said it right. It's not just Tyreek Hill. It's you got to throw Travis Kelce some love. I mean, somehow he is wide open
every
on 3
time.
or 4 plays a game, just inexplicably. It makes no sense.
It's like the defense thought the offense only had 10 players on the field or something. Like,
yeah.
just
like,
left
somebody. Their second most or second biggest threat on offense is wide open right now. Like, how do you do that? It's I don't get it, but
Andy
I
Reid.
think with
forget about top tight end in the league. He's a top receiver in the league.
He really
yeah.
But so is Patty your guys' Super Bowl MVP?
It's a good question. I think if you're taking the Chiefs to win, it's almost a foregone conclusion because he's going to throw for at least 350. You might as well.
Yeah, he's his line is at 329 right now. The over/under on passing yards.
I'm going to take the over just because it's Patrick Mahomes. Because he'll crush it if he wants to. It's just kind of up to him on that one.
And will the Chiefs trail at any point? Because that's when they're the most dangerous.
I think they'll trail.
Yeah, maybe at some point. It could be an up and down game, emotional game.
Yeah, I think it'll be back and forth.
I think the Chiefs are going to have a quarter like they usually do, like they had in the playoffs.
Just score 21.
Yeah, maybe like the third quarter they come out the blocks. They come out of halftime hot. But I think it'll be back and forth a little bit. I do.
I mean, I think the Bucs will just slow the game down, just control that tempo.
Try to control
just
that.
Kill the clock.
That's
keep the ball out of Patty's hands. And who's better than that than Tom Brady?
See, I think Tom's going to have 2 picks in the Super Bowl.
2 picks.
Opposed to your 0 interceptions.
I don't think he's going to – I'm not predicting that. I'm saying if he does throw 0, the Bucs will win comfortably, I think. Not comfortably,
but
that's
not what
10.
you said.
It'll be like 10.
Your prediction
I hope he does.
0 picks.
That's what I'm hoping for. I guess you could say it's my prediction, but like if he doesn't turn the ball over, the Bucs will win 100%.
All right.
And I will put the house on that. The house that I don't own.
Super Bowl.
So you're putting Kate's putting his Nissan Sentra on.
Yeah, it's a Versa, man. Get it right.
The Versa.
Can't wait. Let's get to a little golf. We're a golf-heavy podcast. The Farmers Insurance Open was this past weekend. Patrick Reed came away with another dub. A little bit more controversy surrounding him. A-Flo, you want to go ahead and head this one up real quick?
Sure. Yeah, so don't know what hole it is or was, but hit his drive into a fairway bunker, then caught his second shot a little heavy. It flew high and left, hit the ground, bounced, and then went into some heavy grass. So he approached his ball, said he didn't see it bounce or anything, asked his playing partners, apparently, if they saw it bounce. Allegedly. Asked his playing partners, they said it didn't bounce. Then asked the volunteer who marked the ball if she saw it bounce. She said no. So he went up to the ball, marked it, thought it was embedded, picked it up, then just kind of tossed it to the side, and then checked the spot where his ball was sitting, and then called a rules official. And fun fact, the announcer or the PGA rules official who was announcing on CBS or whatever channel it was this week was Ken Tackett, the former head of the WVGA. So,
really? Hey,
yeah,
that's
good
cool.
for him.
That's cool.
So, yeah,
Definitely
it was all
moved up in the
good.
world.
Yeah. So it was all good during play. No one said anything, but a camera caught the ball as it landed. So it clearly bounced and then sat down in the grass. So it's pretty hard to take an embedded ball, relief when it clearly bounced. Because if your ball bounced, then it landed softly on the second or third bounce. So that's why
Yeah.
everyone was freaking out. They were like, clearly it wasn't an embedded ball. Patrick's cheating again since his rap sheet is so good.
Yeah. He's got a
Uh,
clean sheet.
so I don't know. What do you guys think? Can there
Well,
really be an embedded ball if it's on the second bounce? I mean, it's wet out there. It's cold. Not the best conditions. I don't
just
know. I mean,
just because I hate Patrick Reed, I think that he broke the rules and that he should have been punished and disqualified. But should there be like replay allowed in golf? Because if they could go to the camera, check the tape, he probably would have
well,
had to
see
put it back.
that's happened before, and people have been penalized, disqualified for it.
Yeah,
So
They have reviewed it.
people have
Yeah,
tweeted from home and gotten people in like penalties during golf
Yeah,
tournaments.
they've cut that out. They don't do that anymore. The question was, did he go through all the procedures properly by marking his ball, picking it up before he got a rules official to come over
Yeah,
when
that's
he
fishy.
just picked it up.
If it was
But
anybody other than Patrick Reed, it wouldn't be fishy.
well, actually, Rory McIlroy did the same thing this week.
Did he get in
And
trouble?
no, because the volunteer stepped on his ball, so it was different.
Oh, that's different. Yeah, that's different.
So it was clearly embedded. But yeah, he did like pick it up. Clear, he didn't know it was off his tee shot as well, so it was a little different. Like clearly, you
Yeah.
can't, if you blow it out to the right or left, you can't really tell sometimes if it bounces or not. On a second shot, when you're 150 yards, it's a little easier to see.
Yeah, I think he knew exactly what he was doing.
Well, that's what everyone thinks because it's Patrick Reed. So
Yeah.
These
Yeah, I mean,
situations,
like, if it was
Some-
like, I'm trying to think of like Kevin Na, I believe that he thought he was doing the right thing, but Patrick Reed,
but Patrick, he also won by like 4 strokes.
yeah, but he signed an illegal card technically.
I don't. He technically didn't because I mean all the rules officials who were on said he
Yeah.
followed all the right procedures, and if he truly didn't see his ball bounce, then he was fine. But
I just don't think he should have gone through everything before an official got there.
he probably shouldn't have.
That's
shouldn't
the way
have.
I feel about
But then
it.
again, put yourself in his shoes. Knowing that, are you then going to inhibit your own ability to win a golf tournament by admitting to it?
Well, I mean, if you said he won by 4.
yeah, I think so.
I
But
don't
that's
think
close though. That would have been a hefty penalty. What, 2 shots and then you're
No, I mean if he just hit it and got
Oh.
did he get a par?
He did get a par on that hole.
Yeah, if he just took a bogey, like just got it out, got up and down.
I don't know. Have you ever been in a situation like that out on the golf course? A dilemma where your conscience was really nagging at you?
I have.
I mean,
Yeah.
not really in any tournaments.
I don't think Cade has a conscience, so we'll eliminate him from this conversation.
I mean, yeah, I step
But,
up to the ball and I say I'm going to hit a good fucking shot, and then I hit
You
trees.
do say that. That's his routine.
And then he says I'm gonna hit a mulligan. So it's
yeah.
yeah. So
But
so
no.
my when I played in the West Virginia Amateur on the very first hole, it was at Glade Springs at the Cobb course. I hit a little right into the trees. You guys know the Cobb. You know what I'm talking about.
What hole?
Number 1.
Oh yeah, I've been over there plenty of times.
So very, very first shot of the tournament, I hit it over there. I walk up because for some reason I decided to walk and had a caddy. Keith was my caddy. He was
shout
not
out
happy
Keith.
at the end of the day. Shout out Keith. So I hit it over there. The volunteer marked a ball, and so it was a Pro V1. It was the same number as mine. So I picked up the flag, gave it back to the volunteer, hit the ball, punched it out into the fairway, and then walked a few feet and found my ball.
Man,
so
that
I was like-
is a tough one. What'd you
I was
do?
like, oh, I just hit the wrong ball. Well, I was like, I hit the wrong ball. I got to take the penalty. So I made a double on the
There you
first
go.
hole because I
There you
had to
go.
punch had to
That is
punch
the
my ball out after that, and then get up and down with my ball. So yeah,
that
that
is the
sucked.
anti-Patrick Reed. He would hate you.
Oh yeah, no, I don't
If
think
he was your
Patrick Reed would
caddy, he
like
would have
me at
been like,
all.
"Don't take that penalty, man. Fuck it."
Yeah. He'd have been like, "You're playing the ball you just hit."
Yeah. I saw it. I promise. It didn't even bounce. It just got embedded.
Yeah, golf. It's the ultimate gentleman's sport. You're supposed to call it on yourself. It is Patrick Reed, though. I think that does sway this one quite a bit.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit sketchy.
No, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, he did.
That's the question. I mean, we've all seen him like blatantly cheat before is the thing.
Yeah.
So that's why it's sketchy.
Didn't
And
he almost
like
get kicked out of college tournaments too for cheating?
yeah. I mean, those were all allegations, but like there's the video that we've all seen of him in the bunker, like clearly fixing
Oh
his
yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
So like that's the
And
thing.
he's got a punchable face too.
Oh yeah. The biggest problem I have with Patrick Reed is that I actually really like his golf swing. Otherwise, I would just really dislike him.
Imagine if he didn't have that belly, how much better it'd be.
Gosh,
If that thing just didn't get in the way all the time.
It's physics. It's perfect. It works. He's playing well. Good enough to get a win.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where's the tour go next week?
It's the Waste Management Open right now.
Yeah, they're in Scottsdale.
Stricker's fired him 6 under.
Strix?
Yeah, like his in one of his 3 tournaments this year. He shot a 6
and the all-time great Rickie Fowler's 3 over after 18.
Oh, that was my bet for the win this week.
Yeah. Hey, Siwoo Kim, isn't he like even or something right now?
I think he's a little better than that, but he's close to even.
Really
he's around par.
Kim is even. Koepka -3. Matthew Nesmith and Mark Hubbard lead at 8 under.
Yeah, I don't even know who Naismith is.
Yeah, I thought I recognized Hubbard, but I don't know who Naismith is. And JT 1 under.
Oh, he fell off a little bit.
He tripled 17. Yeah, he tripled 17.
Ah, that's the drivable one, right?
Yeah, I think he put it in the water, maybe something like that. Twice, he got a 7.
I wonder what he said after he hit it in the water.
Oh, we all know what he said. He's just getting quieter about it now.
Yeah.
All that taught him was how to not get caught.
Yeah. It's like having strict parents. Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't do anything wrong if you only get caught once.
All right. So what do we think of Mac? You clearly have some experience in that, yeah?
Yeah. Lifelong.
What do we think of McIlroy this year? Does he go with another dry year like 2020, no wins but a bunch of top 10s, top 5s, or does he come out and tear it up this season?
He might get a win. He's not winning a major. Because we all know who's winning Augusta.
Bubba Watson, yeah.
Tiger. And the others, who gives a fuck about those?
Yeah, Rory McIlroy, early in his career, you thought he was one of the next Tigers. He's one of a few guys that have kind of gotten that title. You can't say that he's been a disappointment. He's been a top 10 guy pretty much his entire career. Top 5 guy, arguably. So you can never count him out. He's such a great talent, but yeah, he really has just kind of coasted here the last couple of years.
Mm.
So it'd be interesting.
Well, I think 2019 he won the FedEx Cup and the Tour Championship and everything. So I wouldn't say the last couple of years.
And majors are all that matter. Major.
Well, I mean, you could kind of call that. I mean, other than the players, you could call that like the Tour Championship the 5th major. Because when there's like 25 in the field, like you're really playing the best golfers in the world.
Oh, he's a premier guy.
He's won 2 of them.
Yeah, that's impressive. Those are like half majors. So if you got 2, you could add a major to his list.
He's a premier guy, but I'm talking as far as goat chasing.
Well, I just
He's
think
not
Rory.
doing that.
I just think Rory has played, under his value. I think he should have a lot more wins. So Rory, I think he's should have won more tournaments at this point. I mean, he came out the gates hot, as Michael said, and I mean, I think since 2010, he and Dustin Johnson are the most prolific winners on tour. But I still feel like Rory should have, definitely a few more majors and
Yeah.
some more regular tour wins. I feel like
He's still got a long
undershot
time
his
to go,
value.
though.
He does, but
Is he even 30? He's
yeah,
got to be 30.
I think he's 31.
Yeah,
To
I mean,
me,
he's got plenty of time.
To me, guys like Rory McIlroy, Jordan Spieth, they just show how hard it is to do what Tiger Woods did. Because those guys
Yeah.
early on in their career were hyped up as people that were going to take over the tour and win double-digit majors. At least people that maybe had the possibility to pull that off. And it just doesn't happen very often. Rory McIlroy is a Hall of Famer, and it's probably not fair to even criticize him at all. But compared to the expectations, he really
Mhm.
hasn't lived up to them.
Yeah,
I mean, the guy can't putt. That's what it is.
Cold putter.
It's because he took off Jamaria Hotels off his hat. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And Oakley.
How do you say that? Jamaria?
Jamaria. I'm probably butchering the shit out of it, but that's how I always said it.
No, I don't know how to say it, but your way sounds pretty funny.
Jumaria.
I thought it was Jumaria.
That was good. That was good.
Jumaria. Oh, buddy.
You're on 2 putters and a Louisville Slugger. You guys got anything else tonight?
No, I'm good.
One more thing. What do you guys think about this distance debate? The tour just came out with a report on it, thinking they need to change equipment, golf balls, whatnot, to stop players from hitting the ball so far.
Don't do it. Don't pull a base.
That would make it so much less fun.
I completely agree.
That's the problem with sports leagues. They're just led by old curmudgeoned individuals that hate fun. I mean, what possibly what could the PGA Tour gain from making themselves more boring? Or golf.
Yeah.
We need to have less fun.
Did the PGA Tour just hire Roger Goodell or something? Like, what the fuck's going on with that?
Crazy. Don't do it, man. That's the most exciting thing that the tour has going for it. Is big dudes like DeChambeau will just go up there, swing out of their shoes, and hit that thing a mile. So I would hate that. Hopefully they don't do it. I mean, it's a different game. It's a different game with new technology.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
It makes it so much more fun, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the new technology.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make me any better.
I mean, I hit the ball a little bit further.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it never goes straight.
I still snap hook it just as bad.
Yeah.
Do you ever wonder what Jack Nicklaus would shoot if he had like modern equipment? Because back then they were still going out to Augusta National and shooting 7-10 under par for the week with old equipment. That's pretty impressive.
The course was shorter, though.
That's a good point. It's a good point.
Only in a few places, though.
Yeah, I mean, he'd at least be just as good.
In the course, the course plays a different length each day. They move tee boxes up, back and forth. So I mean, it changes. I don't think he would have as many wins as Tiger still if he had the same equipment. Maybe if he was playing with the same equipment.
I mean, if they went head to head, I don't know if he'd
No,
I don't know who'd win the majority.
I don't think he would, but I think he would have more wins. And even Tiger, like when he came out, if he had the technology that he's playing with now, he would have.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it would have been. Insane.
Oh my god!
Like, the fact that he was hitting some of the shots he was hitting back in the day with like the Nike Square, or the
Sasquatch.
Yeah, the Sasquatch. Yeah, it's unbelievable. So I don't know. how well you can compare it, but
Yeah.
I think the two of them would be somewhat comparable. I think Tiger would still have more wins
Yeah, I could agree with that.
because Jack was a special kind of player, just like Tiger
Yeah.
was.
God, I'd love to see them go against in their prime, go against each other.
Yeah,
That would be the shit.
with both of them having like the Sim 2s and just all of the
Yeah.
latest tech.
Yeah.
I don't know. You think Arnie could compete? I think Arnie would be sitting back having a
He'd be having a couple
gin and
Palmers.
tonic. Yeah.
Well, we've reached the end of another episode of Two Putters and a Louisville Slugger. This is Michael Sussman with Cade Burgess and Austin Florence saying so long.
Peace.
Thank you, Acuity.
Keep us afloat.